Hamilton is the newest Disney Plus musical that dropped on 4th of July weekend, so let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Joshua, aka Future Filmmaker, doing out for reviews where I talk film, TV, and music, and I'm here to give you guys my thoughts on Hamilton, which is the latest musical that was released directly on Disney Plus, that is written and composed by Lin-Manuel Miranda, who also stars in this as Alexander Hamilton. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell, get notified when new videos up. All my social media links are in the description box down below. Comment down below what you guys think of Hamilton. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Or are you somewhere in the middle? And with that being said, let's get into it. So Hamilton, when this was getting ready to come out, I didn't know what this was. All I knew is that it was a Broadway production that they were trying to get off the ground. You know, it was supposed to go in the theaters next year, but because of everything that's going on, and basically stuff's pretty much going to hell right now for 2020, with celebrities dying left and right in this pandemic, and then this whole Black Lives Matter movement, they decided to, of course, put this on Disney Plus. And Disney Plus, if you ask me, is being very nice to me so far. So much good stuff. So there is some stuff that's not so great, but Disney Plus is a very nice streaming service that I like so far, and I will talk about how the streaming service is in a future video. But so far, it's the only Disney Plus related things I've been watching on there, besides a few episodes of Simpsons or Marvel's X-Men, are of course the movie Stargirl, which I think is pretty good, Artemis Fowl, which was not so good, and also documentaries for the making of The Mandalorian and the making of Frozen 2. But Hamilton, this was something I was interested in checking out. I am a musical lover, and I know a lot of people have grown up with the Hamilton musical. I haven't seen the Broadway musical in the theaters, but going into this, I was really excited. And as you all know, I'm not going to go too much into the plot, but the plot of Hamilton, of course, is going through the life and times of Alexander Hamilton, doing him being secondary of the Treasury of the United States, his love life with Eliza Scully, his work with General George Washington, all that leading up to his death in a duel with Aaron Bum. So that's basically the plot of where we're gonna go, and I'm just gonna say it right now, this was a treat. For 2 hours and 40 minutes, this was a treat. It is long, but I wasn't bored by it. I was interested. I wanted to know about Alexander Hamilton, because all you know, the only thing you'll know of Alexander Hamilton is that if you read stuff online or talk about it in class, whether high school or college or elementary school or middle school, for example. So this was based on the life of Alexander Hamilton by Ron Chernow, and the fact that this came out as good as it was, because this was gonna go to Netflix, it was gonna go to Paramount, it was gonna go to Warner Bros, it was gonna go with Sony, but I think with Disney Plus, them distributing this on their streaming service, I think that was a pretty good thing. So it just goes to show you that you do get miracles, Because let's face it, I am a big musical lover. I love musicals. Phantom of the Opera, Sweeney Todd, The Demon of Barbara Fleet Street, The Wizard of Oz. There are so many great musical movies out there. There are some bad ones, like Cats, for example. Hamilton is one of the better ones. And I gotta say that from the way this was presented to you, this was presented from 3 different performances back in 2016. And with the original Broadway cast, you have David Diggs, Jonathan Groff, as we all know as Kristoff in Frozen 2, Leslie Odom Jr., Lin-Manuel Miranda. All the Broadway actors in here are great. I love the actors here. I think their performances, as well as in the singing that they give with this. Yes, they did have to change actors as they were doing the performances, I know that. But I think through all of that, I think is very well done. Every performance is great here. But you can't talk about this and not talk about the man himself, Lin-Manuel Miranda. He stars as Hamilton, and I gotta say he does a great job as Alexander Hamilton. You get a lot of depth with him, a lot of characterization with him and the rest of the characters. And that is what I really come into this as well. And this is kind of like the historical version of 8 Mile, where basically you have an opportunity to do something and you either have the choice to capture it or let it slip. That's basically what I was seeing as I was watching this movie. This is basically the Hamilton, the historical version of 8 Mile. And from the cinematography and from the way this is edited and from the song musical numbers, I just couldn't get enough of it. It's so bright, it's so filled with color, it's so filled with awesomeness. And that is that I really feel like that's what they excelled here with this version of Hamilton. You get a lot of great characterization, of course, with the characters. The musical numbers I thought were really great, and this is a PG-13, by the way, so of course they did have to edit a bit for it to go to streaming service. But if you wouldn't do that, I didn't think we would have gotten this. But the musical numbers are great. I think every musical number in here is well executed, it's well done, it's well respected, is what I'm trying to say. They respect the story with so much compassion and so much depth and so much freedom that it never once tries to go out and be something that is not. It sticks to what it's dealing with, it sticks to what it is saying, and that I do feel is what I think the creative team behind this Broadway production does. The story itself is very timeless here. No matter if you've seen it in theaters or if you've seen it on Disney Plus, this is a very timeless story, and I can definitely see why this is a well-respected story there, because it's a story of Alexander Hamilton. Again, like I said, the lighting here is great. I love the lighting. And I love the colors here. I think the colors here, the lighting, the costumes, as well as the production design. Costume design. I am stunned that this is not going to be in the Academy Awards next year, because it should have. This may be a musical theater production, but you can classify this as a movie. And because it looks very authentic, it looks very realistic, it looks very great, it's looking very well done. I am surprised that they were able, with all the creative people behind this, they were able to bring out something truly special and truly something great. Obviously, there's a lot of positives here. Like I said, the cast, of course. I talked about Lin-Manuel Miranda a little bit, but I want to talk about him a little bit more here. Because seeing him in Mary Poppins Returns, which I like that movie, I know some people didn't, he was great as Mary Poppins' friend. He was great. And he's been around in the music business for a very long time now. But the fact that he actually came up with a musical adaptation of Hamilton and make it work and make it stick. That is just nothing but praise right there. That is nothing but legit praise. I have to say that I think that the way every other actor, like Jonathan Groff and Leslie Odom Jr., Jasmine Cephas Jones, all of the actors here are great. And I found myself enjoying the musical numbers. In fact, I'm gonna put this soundtrack on my Spotify because this soundtrack is rocking. The soundtrack, I couldn't stop dancing, I couldn't stop getting into the songs. In fact, there were a couple of times watching this where I wanted to burst out and sing as I was watching this. And I do this, I usually don't do that a lot with musicals. I just like to listen to the music. But I do have my occasions where I do end up burst out singing. And I pretty much don't have anything bad to say when it comes to this. I have nothing bad to say about this. I guess, no, I have no complaints with this. None. So if you guys are new to the channel, again, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell, get notified when new videos are up. Comment down below what you think of Hamilton, good, bad, like it, whatever. And if you want to send money to my chime, or if you want to send fan mail, DM me or email me privately and I'll get back to you. Overall, I have to say, Hamilton, this is one of the best movies of 2020 I've seen. This definitely gives me more faith in future musicals, like In the Heights next year. It gives me faith for the Cinderella movie with Camila Cabello, which I hope that's good because it is her first debut and I'm going to give her a try. Because who knows? Maybe she could suck, maybe she couldn't, but this is her first time acting, so you can't really judge her too harshly. Also, I do have to say, okay, again, look at Grace Vanderwaal, the Star Girl. She was great. But anyways, Hamilton, I was really surprised. I very much loved it. Despite the movie being 2 hours and 40 minutes long, which I never felt, the production design is great, the costume design is great, the performances are great, the way the direction and writing was great. Everything about Hamilton works. This is how a musical is supposed to be done. And so for that reason alone, I'm gonna give Hamilton my Spider-Verse seal of approval. Because this movie is amazing. Thank you for watching this review of Hamilton, guys. I'll see you in the next one. You all know what to do. And you guys keep it cool and join the Epictasticness. Go watch Hamilton. If you got Disney Plus, go watch it. If you ain't got Disney Plus, find it wherever you can online and watch this. This needs to be experienced.